Hey, what's up guys? How we doing today? So for today's workout, we're gonna be working the whole body, okay? We got some chest, we got some back, we got some shoulders in there. We got some legs as well and some core. So whole body today, so it's bound to be a pretty sweaty one. The only thing that we're gonna need today, we do need the heavy bag, okay? You guys are gonna wanna fill that guy up pretty heavy today for what we have for you today. We got some rows, we have some lunges, we have all sorts of things in there. So it's going to be the normal format, guys. We're going to go by 3 exercises up until we get to the very last circuit, and then we'll see that AMRAP because it is a Saturday workout. So when we get there, that just means that we're going to do what it says on the screen and just go through those the counts on those exercises, okay? So without further ado, we're going to get into the first one, guys, which is a plank twist, okay? So that is going to be a push-up plank twist, actually. That's going to be 1 push-up, and then we're going to reach for the ceiling, okay? So just 1 time. I'll show you from this side. We're going to go down, 1 push-up, and then we'll pivot on the toes there, and we're just going to reach straight up for the ceiling, okay? Then we'll go down, and we'll do the same thing on the other side, okay? So we don't need to twist both ways every single time, just one way for your push-up plank twist there. Your second one, we're going to be in our bag rows, okay? So like I said, we need that bag kind of heavy today. This is why we need it that way. So this is our first one. We're going to get into those bent over bag rows, okay? So because that weight is probably nowhere near what we would do in the gym normally, we need to weight it down quite a bit, okay? Not only do we need to weight it down quite a bit, but when we get those elbows coming up, we need to squeeze those back muscles really good, okay? So elbows come up, we're gonna rotate those shoulders backwards, and we're gonna squeeze really good on those rows, okay? After that, guys, we're gonna get into our rocking boats. We got a little ab motion for you. So if you guys have a mat, go ahead and grab your mat, but you don't need it for these ones, guys. They feel pretty good just on the floor. So just your rocking boats. We wanna stretch out on these ones, guys. And we want to keep those feet from touching the ground, okay? That one's going to be number 3. So that's going to be the first circuit. Second circuit is another reason why we want that bag to be nice and heavy right off the bat. We're going to get into our squat presses, okay? So we're going to squat down and then press up overhead, okay? Squat down, press straight up overhead, okay? So real simple, but we need the weight in that one to make it good. The second one there, we're going to do our extended walkouts, getting those abs involved now. So we're going to go extended. So when we get all the way out there, we're going to take our extra step or 2 forward or out there, okay? So that one's going to be number 2. And then we're going to get those gorillas back in there, guys. I know you missed those gorillas. So a couple gorillas one way. I would say at least 3 of them. And then we're going to do a little half burpee. So 3, and then we'll kick those legs out, back in, and head back the other way, okay? So every time we change directions, give me that half burpee switch, okay? So that's gonna finish out the first half, guys. Good luck with all of that.